That's just how I am.
Gross.
And don't you love me for it?
No.
What do you love me for?
For all the other things.
Oh, okay. The grossness is just an added perk.
Order in the court. Thank you. Now, all rise. The Court of Public Opinion is now in session. The Honorable Chief Justice Kristin and Associate Justice Austin presiding. Now calling to trial the multiverse's most controversial social debate topics. They shall be resolved once and for all. You may be seated.
Welcome to the Court of Public Opinion podcast, where it doesn't matter when you eat your breakfast. All that matters is what you eat for breakfast.
And that's the truth.
That's the tea, sis.
I am your Chief Justice, Kristin.
And I am your Associate Justice, Austin. Happy Saturday, Peanuts. I hope you all had a fun Thanksgiving, and thank you for joining us this Saturday after. Hope you guys got to see family if you care about family. Hope you got to see friends if you care about friends, and I hope you had fun eating alone if you care about none of those people.
Or if you care about all of those people.
But couldn't see them because COVID. That's a great point that I failed to realize.
That's what I'm here for, folks.
My condolences. For not being able to see family.
Okay.
On top of being the Saturday after Thanksgiving, today is also Small Business Saturday, which is held every year on the Saturday after Thanksgiving. So you'll have Thanksgiving, and then Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Slow the Fuck Down Sunday, and right back at it on Cyber Monday. The point I'm trying to get at is this. Get out there and support some local small businesses today, or any day if you're listening to this after the Saturday it came out. Please be smart, be safe, wear a mask, and maintain physical distance, and help keep small businesses afloat. Today also happens to be National French Toast Day, but we're not going to talk about that any further in this episode.
Also, support your small businesses online.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to go in person.
I'm
here to remind you about all the things that you clearly forgot about.
Yeah, please. There's Etsy. What other small business?
He's doing great.
Like I am always.
Just look up your local small businesses and maybe they have a website.
Yeah, Google local small business and then magic. Or use a different browser because they're like small business web browsers, right?
Nope.
No, they don't exist.
Google is a monopoly.
How are we doing? How are we doing this week, Kristin? Based on your...
As you can tell, probably not great. I'm not feeling great.
Yeah, we're both a little sick. We got the sniffles. We got the sore throat.
I don't have the sore throat.
You did, though, didn't you?
Yeah, but I'm done with that.
You're done with that. Now you're on to sniffles. But moral of story, we really hope that it's not COVID. I will find out within the next 2 to 3 days, thanks to my healthcare provider that I have now.
For now.
Fingers crossed, because we had planned to go visit my grandma this weekend, the day this comes out, and I would really like to do that without the risk of giving her disease.
We don't want to give her disease, so we might not be going.
Yeah.
But on the bright side, I am a hypocrite, and I have started decorating my apartment for Christmas, even though
Happy
Thanksgiving
holidays.
Currently, as of Monday, has not happened yet. I am officially Christmas ready.
Oh, yeah. We went ham last Sunday shopping for all of the Christmas things, and we are holidayed out, guys.
Even Molly has holiday dog food bowls.
We got her a new harness that's red and black plaid, or gray and black plaid if you're Kristin.
And we got her this fun new toy.
It's a little hot cocoa mug.
It's a hot cocoa mug with marshmallows and a rope handle.
And she loves the tug of war.
Tug of war. She already ripped it.
She is a ferocious tug of war. Let me tell you, God herself is aggressive when it comes to tugging of the war. She will make the most guttural, horrendous demon sounds despite her holy nature. And I'm all for it. But yeah, she ripped it really fast.
I blame Austin for that one.
How?
You let her clamp down on it.
I can't control the will of God. And I would be a heretic if I did.
Okay, well, That's it for the week. I mean,
Those
I'm
are our weekly
studying
updates.
for finals, so if anyone has any fun memes to bring me out of my misery for 1 second, send them my way.
I'll find some for you as well. But Peanuts, if you could,
Memes
drop us a line.
And pictures of your cats and dogs.
We love those.
Austin and I might get a kitty.
Oh yeah, there's a cat at work. Okay.
We're gonna name him Mr. Da Vinci or Mrs. Da Vinci or Leo, and Austin wants to call him, her, they, Dave.
I just thought Da Vinci, Dave, it works.
Okay, so let me explain this line of thought because I didn't explain it to you when I said Leo.
Oh yeah,
or
why
Mr.
did you
Da Vinci.
want to name it Da Vinci?
Because he had spots like a leopard, and then I was like, let's call him Leo. And then I was like Mr. Da Vinci, not DiCaprio, because I don't love Leonardo DiCaprio, so I just wanted to make it clear that
But we
Leo...
could name him, her, they, Decap.
No, Da Vinci.
Da Vinci works better.
Like the code.
Agreed. And the reason there's a cat in question at all is because there is a little kitten that's currently living under a shipping container. I tried to pet him the other day and he did not like me.
Well...
But fingers crossed. He was just scared. He wasn't mean. He was just scared.
Well, when this cat comes home, Mr. Da Vinci
Dave.
will love me and Molly, and it's going to be one big happy family of 4.
Step 1 is becoming friends with Mr. Da Vinci. I need to ask if any of the guys in the shop have given it a name, or if they just call it the cat.
They can't, because I already gave him Mr. Da Vinci.
And that is his birthright.
All right, well, now that I've updated you all in my life and begged for memes, I would like to get the energy flowing in our space today because I can't smell shit. So maybe lighting something on fire will loosen the nasal passages or something. I don't know. Just fucking light something on fire.
I'm sorry to disappoint you.
No! You had one job.
Rather than burning a crystal candle today, we're ditching the flame and melting some wax with the heat of an incandescent light bulb. And to do so, we're hijacking...
ruining my life.
Sorry. But to do so, I hijacked my roommate Edgar's Sonoma brand vanilla pumpkin latte scented wax cubes available at Kohl's department stores because they smell like motherfucking syrup. Let me tell you guys.
Really?
It smells like syrup.
It's supposed to be vanilla pumpkin latte and it smells like maple syrup.
Mm-hmm. Which is the perfect application for today's episode. And according to bullshit.com/I completely made this up, Sonoma brand vanilla pumpkin latte scented wax cubes available at Kohl's department stores.
Not a sponsor.
Bring the joy of a fall season's breakfast from the kitchen or dining room to the cozy confines of your bedroom, living room, courtroom, really any room in the entire house. Vanilla pumpkin latte wax melts are said to boost happiness and hunger in equal quantities, bolster one's ability to wake up in a good mood every morning, and enable users to accomplish any task they set their mind to, because sweet sugary syrup smell is all you should ever need to achieve your dreams.
That sounds fake.
And with that smattering of bold but completely true and fact-checked claims, let's hear our disclaimer, Kristin. Well,
you know, if this was Twitter, they would like put a disclaimer on your words.
You sure? Yeah, there'd be a real fact-checked evidence disputes this.
All right. Well, this is an intentionally argumentative podcast. We choose to take opposing sides of an argument for the sake of entertainment, whether or not our personal values align with it. The Court of Public Opinion podcast and its hosts do not necessarily endorse the views expressed in this program. Please do not pass judgment on our individual character based on our arguments. You know, it's really hard to get words out when you can't.
You're doing so good.
We're just here to add unnecessary tension to an otherwise healthy relationship, depending on who you ask. Apparently not according to Austin. Now that that's out of the way.
No.
What? No. What are we arguing today?
This week's episode comes to us courtesy of my other roommate, Mr. Mr. Tyler Tugas Brown, who has strong opinions on this subject: waffles versus pancakes. What makes for a better breakfast? And to provide a bit of quick context before we debate, let's hear some history, shall we?
Like, what does Tyler prefer? Waffles or...
I can't impose any bias upon the argument before we start.
Nobody here knows him.
He'll be an expert opinion at the end.
Waffles are defined by Merriam-Webster as a crisp cake of batter baked in a waffle iron. Waffle making made its way to America with Dutch colonists in the 1620s.
Wow. And pancakes are defined by the Oxford English Dictionary as thin, flat, round cakes made of a mixture of flour, eggs, and milk that is fried on both sides, usually eaten hot for breakfast. The name pancakes started being used in the 15th century but became standard in the 19th century America.
Well, waffles already win because by definition, I can't have a pancake, period, ever.
There are vegan pancakes, no?
Not according to the Oxford English Dictionary because vegan pancakes don't have eggs or milk in them.
Oh, that they're... Okay, well... Let's not listen to Oxford on this one.
Oh,
we can make them out of something else. This early on. It's going to be good, guys. It's going to be good. But those are all the facts you guys need to know. If you want to learn more about pancakes or waffles...
Look it up yourself, goddammit. I'm not here to tell you about the history of pancakes or waffles. I am here to tell you why waffles are so much better than pancakes.
Would you like to do so?
I'm gonna. I don't need your permission.
Fair enough.
All right. Well... I'm going to start now. No timer necessary. Good day, your honors, and may it please the court. Kristin Bradley on behalf of Waffles. Waffles are better than pancakes, and if you disagree, you are dead-ass wrong.
Oh.
Here's why.
Aggressive.
Number 1, waffle grid on top. Optimal storage for toppings. There's nothing better than hitting a pocket of maple syrup on your waffle. You don't want syrup? Well, these lovely grids are also amazing vessels for peanut butter and jelly. You get a nice little pocket and your day is made.
Who puts peanut butter and jelly on waffles? Oh, shit. Oh, no.
He wants to die today. Pockets of joy are so much better than the toppings sliding off like they do on pancakes.
Oh, snap.
You can't mess up a waffle, but you certainly can mess up a pancake. Everyone says the first one is a throwout for pancakes, but no one says that shit about waffles.
I've literally never heard anyone
shut your
say
fucking
that.
mouth. Really? Because I've heard people say kids are like pancakes. The first one's always a throwout.
People throw out their kids?
No, they're just a lost cause. Sorry, Anna, you're a lost cause. You're also a lost cause because you are the only child. But no one says that about waffles because they're so fucking easy to make. You stick it in the iron and it tells you when it's done. No flipping, no mess. Flawless waffle. And if you're lazy, like my boyfriend here, you know what? Lego my fucking ego. You just stick that shit in the toaster and you go. Number 3. No one likes a soggy breakfast. The best part about pancakes and waffles are syrup. Obviously not the pancake or waffle part because I can't fucking eat it. But
speaking of, do you smell the syrup?
No.
Not yet?
But I can't smell anything.
I'm hoping you do because it smells so good.
Pancakes get soggy really fucking quickly. But the waffle situation with the crispy on top, the soft in the middle, the ridges, you know the drill. That prevents the waffle from getting too soggy too quickly. And no one wants a pancake that's just mush because that's gross. Nobody wants to eat mush. It's gross. Mush, gross. Get it? Got it. Good. Number 4. Okay. Here's a big one for people who don't have time to sit down and eat breakfast like me when I have to do law for like work and shit and not just school. Like when we move and I have that stupid long morning commute or I have an early meeting or like God forbid I have kids and I have to drive them in carpool. Well, waffles are perfect. They are portable. No effort required. This is where the Eggos come in.
Oh.
Stick that shit in the toaster, grab your coffee, and get on the road. Also, waffles that aren't made in a toaster are also portable, like the amazing waffles I bought at a stand in London at the Winter Wonderland Festival. You just walk up, and they're like, what can I get you? And you're like, I'll have a waffle, please. And they stick it in the little thingy, and then they put on whatever you want. I had some cookie butter, and some whipped cream, and some sprinkles, whatever you want. You put that thing in a little dish thing, one of those little foldable dish things, and you go.
A foldable dish thing?
Or shut the fuck up. Or
are you talking the paper bowl things?
No, they're like a little. They're not a bowl. They're like a little cone situation.
Is it like a boat?
They're like a little cone situation.
Okay, like a cone situation. I get it.
Okay, now shut up. Okay. Or like that time I went to New York last year before COVID was a thing, and I was walking in Central Park and I was super hungry and I needed a snack, and I walked up to this vendor and I was like, I'll take one waffle, please. There is nowhere in Central Park that you can get one pancake, please, because they're not a portable snack. Anyway, waffles are better for purposes of salty sweet combinations. Guys, chicken and waffles. Need I say more? No. but I will anyway. There's something about the crunchy/savory combination of fried chicken with a crunchy, fluffy waffle and sweet syrup. You cannot do this shit with pancakes. It just doesn't taste good. It's beautiful, and entire restaurants make themselves famous off of this concept. It just won't work with pancakes. Literally, there is nowhere on the face of the earth, completely fact-checked, that sells fried chicken and pancakes. It just doesn't even sound right.
Yeah, you do pancakes with steak.
Gross. Speaking of versatile, waffles are so versatile. You can make waffles out of anything. You can make a brownie waffle, a cookie waffle, a colorful waffle, a bubble waffle. The possibilities are endless.
So, wait.
What do you shut the fuck up? What do you get with a pancake? Your only variation is a fucking crepe, and come on, they're skinnier than normal pancakes. Why do you have to pay more money to get less food? It makes no sense. You can even
good?
Have a savory waffle. You can have a pizza waffle, a cornbread waffle, or waffle fucking fries. It's also good.
I don't know if that counts.
Why wouldn't it?
All right.
I didn't think so. He can't come up with a good argument.
I can't.
Thank you. Next. Waffle fucking fries. Speaking more about versatility, let's talk about the fucking waffle cone.
You broke out all the stops. That's not the phrase.
No, I pulled out all the stops.
You pulled them out. You broke them too.
There is no such thing as a pancake cone. Okay, waffle cones changed the ice cream game. Hell, even a waffle cup, like the ones that you get at Cold Stone that aren't a cone, but they put like waffle in a cup.
Yeah.
Even they changed the game. You want to make your ice cream better immediately? Throw that shit on a waffle cone. Hell, you don't even have to do the cone part. Waffles can become dessert with a scoop of ice cream. So not only are they a great breakfast food, they're also a great dessert food. Bitch. The same cannot be said about the pancake.
How can it not be said about the pancake?
Who puts ice cream on a pancake and is like, here's some dessert, you fucking weirdo?
Send us some messages, guys, because I totally think that could be a thing.
It's not a thing. And you just sound dumb for saying it.
Pancakes can totally have ice cream.
No one said they couldn't have ice cream. It's just not normal.
No, but when have I ever been normal?
I'm sure when you were born, you were normal, and then something went terribly
No,
wrong.
I was born weird. Or maybe my mom's telling me something. Or not. Maybe my mom's not telling me something. Like she dropped me on my head.
Oh, that's probably why there's such a big dent.
Yeah. Do you guys see it? Those of you watching on YouTube?
It's like where his brain is supposed to be.
The whole thing.
Fucking hole.
If I turn my head, it's just concave. So I won't do that because it's pretty graphic.
All right. Now that you've completely taken my argument off course, I'm going to bring it on back by saying that waffles are thick boys. One Belgian waffle can do the job of a stack of pancakes, okay? Plus, that texture, shut your goddamn... I swear to God. I swear to Molly under the bed. Plus, the texture, that crunchy outside, the fluffy inside, pancakes just cannot do that. Because if you get a crunchy pancake, the whole thing is fucked. Pancakes
that would be gross.
Just can't even hold a candle to waffles, man. They just can't. I'm just saying, even IHOP has a special waffle section on their menu. They're basically conceding that a house dedicated to pancakes needs waffles to stay in business. I Horf Waffles. That's a Hannah Montana reference for you.
I know it.
What does it stand for?
International House of Really...
Nope.
Oh, God. What is it?
International House of Reasonably Priced Food and Fries.
Oh, yeah. He totally just, broke off, how I speak.
Something and stuff. Like Horf Waffles.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I vaguely remember.
And to end my argument, I would like to point out that waffles are a food of love because you can actually share them. Pancakes are harder to share because it takes so much ripping and they're just this mush after you put the syrup on them. You can't even cut them in half. Waffles come with a grid, which makes it easier to rip and cut in a straight line. If you share your waffle with a loved one, after COVID, because you can't share shit now, you're basically solving both world hunger and promoting world peace. So waffles are the best. Period.
Wow. You went strong on that last one. Okay. My turn?
I'd rather you didn't.
Do you want to time me?
You get 2 minutes.
2 whole minutes. Awesome.
I gave you 5 because I'm nice.
I'm probably going to take longer than that, but...
I don't really want to hear a whole lot longer than that.
Challenge Tentatively accepted.
Ready, set, go.
Good day, Your Honors, and may it please the court. Austin and Andrade, on behalf of Pancakes, are the best for breakfast. I would like to reserve 45 minutes to cook and serve you my grandma's world-famous Joni's hotcakes as definitive proof that no other breakfast dish could possibly surpass the pinnacle of pre-noon pastry perfection. Okay.
They're not pastries.
They're close enough.
No.
It worked with the alliteration, okay? Give me that.
No, they're not pastries.
I
You
have-
automatically concede.
I have 5 reasons that pancakes are the best. Number 1, pancakes can and should be stacked for maximum enjoyment.
How is that an argument?
Not only is it socially
Acceptable. It's skeptical.
Not only is it socially acceptable, but it's also encouraged to stack that shit and stack it high.
More
if you're
calories,
trying
great.
to eat a stack of waffles more than 3 high, prepare to be shamed by the self-proclaimed breakfast police, i.e. friends and family watching you stack waffles like a monster.
What are you talking about?
And then with pancakes, you can stack as much as you want, totally guilt-free. Woo-wee! And just imagine the cross-section of a 6 to 7 high stack. That's literally a layered breakfast cake. And if you're not into that, you're gone too far down the path of darkness, and I don't know what can be done to help you. Sorry!
I would just like to point out that you screamed in my ear like 3 times, and I have a headache because I'm sick. So can you please
I'll tone it down.
knock it off?
Number two. Pancakes are so simple. All you gotta do is make the batter, pour it over a hot pan, and wait. You need to buy a special waffle iron to make waffles, and even if you have a waffle iron, where are you gonna store it? Pancakes don't require any special equipment to make. You can use any flat pan to make pancakes on top of all the other meals that you can make with that same pan.
You're assuming that everybody has a pan.
True, but it's a lot more common than a waffle maker.
That's a thing you made up in your own head.
How many pans do you have in your house?
Remember when I had 0?
Yes, but did you have a waffle iron when you had 0 pans?
I do have a waffle iron.
Did you?
I don't care.
How many pans do you have in your house now?
How many pans do you have in your house now?
Probably like 6.
Why?
Because we have my set and my roommate's set.
Okay, and?
You're taking away my time.
Exactly.
You're cheating.
You made that up yourself. You don't know what's in other people's houses.
You want to know how many waffle irons we
You
have,
want
though? One waffle iron.
You only need one, dummy.
Well, having pancakes for breakfast doesn't sacrifice more of your kitchen cabinet space containing a piece
Yes,
of equipment
but
that you'll
having
only use every
pancakes
few
for
months.
breakfast takes up so much more space on your counter while you're making breakfast.
Oh, but they're so good, so it's worth it.
No, they're not, because I can't have them because they're eggs and milk.
I'll make
and
you vegan pancakes.
I don't want your vegan pancakes. They probably taste like shit. A vegan waffle, on the other hand, probably tastes amazing.
Unsubstantiated claim, guys?
Did I say probably, or are you stupid?
Remember how many times I said probably last week?
Do you have cotton in your ears or something? Do your ear holes just not work when I'm speaking?
My mouth hole works. My
All
ear
the
holes
time.
consistently
And your
don't.
butthole works very well. You blew up my toilet this morning. Thank you very much.
And now everybody knows about it.
Well,
At least it wasn't in my pants. Okay. Waffle irons are also notoriously messy and difficult to clean.
so are pans. Just check out your kitchen, bitch.
Have you ever seen a used waffle iron that isn't caked with dry batter from the oozing remains of waffles gone by? No,
I'm sorry.
because
It
happens
sounds
every
like
time.
you're just inept and can't make a waffle, or you don't know how to use Pam because you're also inept. So maybe you should fix your brain before you go out making these claims.
Okay. Step 1, fix brain. Noted.
Impossible. It's unfixable. I have tried.
Reason number 3 that pancakes are better. Pancake varieties, unlike what my opponent claims, are actually quite expansive.
Nope.
You have a world of possibilities in the palm of your hand when you're
All
making
of your
pancakes.
possibilities are shape.
Nope.
Yep. List them,
Hear me
idiot.
out.
Let's
Hear me
go.
out. You can make them all shapes and all sizes simply by changing how you pour the batter. You can make regular pancakes, mini pancakes, giant pancakes, crazy shaped pancakes with the last little bit of batter because a circular breakfast just ain't good enough. And you can even make pancake art. More on that later. On top of all of these varieties, which are just different shapes and sizes, you can also modify the batter recipe slightly to have a whole other universe of possibilities.
Not according to Oxford Dictionary.
I can't speak to that. Different
Yes, you can because you brought it up. Oh, your time is over. No more for you.
All done. Bummer town.
Perfect. A concession.
I got 2 more reasons to go.
And that's too many.
It's too many.
Maybe you should have effectively used your time.
Maybe.
You should have effectively used your time.
Yeah, I should have not let you eat away at my time when you were. You're tactful. I'll give you that. You're very strategic. I am less
because my
so.
brain works.
Yeah.
And I go to school for this.
This is how lawyers do, guys. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there for lawyers. So can I finish what I wrote?
No.
So different varieties of pancakes are enjoyed across the globe. Yes, globe.
Okay, and different varieties of waffles are eaten across the globe.
Nah,
Yes,
only
globe.
Belgium has waffles. Everybody knows that. Crepes.
What kind
You
of
can have crepes
actual
from
idiot
France.
am I sitting next to right now? Write in the comments.
You can have crepes in France. You could have apam balik, which are large, thin pancake desserts served throughout Indonesia, Malaysia, and Singapore. And hear this, pani cookin. Hold on, pani cookin. Oh my God, these delectable
Couldn't even
German
pronounce it, and he wants you to believe they're.
Panekoeken. You try
He's
to
probably
pronounce
also never had it.
Well, they hail from Germany. They are delectable German pancakes that literally puff up over the top of the pan as you bake them. According to
100%, you would fuck it up.
you know what? I would fuck it up. I would fuck it up. I would fuck it up, and then I would get it right, maybe the fourth time. And then
So it
it'd be
would take
so good.
4 whole times, and you would waste all that batter that could have fed all of the orphans in Africa. And you still think
God.
that waffles are harder to make than pancakes?
Why you gotta bring up
You're like
the
defeating
orphans?
your own argument by saying these things, and I'm gonna let you.
But according to Lizzie McGuire and PopSugar.com, this is what dreams are made of.
Lizzie McGuire was not talking about a pancake. She was talking about singing on stage to a boy that was lip syncing, but like lying about it and trying to make her look bad because she looked like this girl named Isabella, who's actually like still Hilary Duff with black hair and also Italian, maybe with a terrible accent. I don't know. That's not what she was talking about. She was talking about all of that.
Yeah, but I'm not a lawyer, so I can quote people out of context.
No, you can't.
Reason number 4 why pancakes are better than waffles. Remember when I said that you can make pancakes into art? Yeah. Have you ever seen those awesome pancake art videos on YouTube? Well, hold it right there, counselor, because I know the answer is yes, because I made you watch one of those videos with me literally a few hours ago, and you said, and I quote, "That's so cool."
Hey, but also...
And quote, I literally watch those on Facebook all the time.
But I also have said, there's no way you could eat that because the pancake is literally this thin and looks disgusting.
But it's so beautiful and colorful.
That's
Art.
not the point of food. The point of food is to eat it and like it. Just because it's beautiful doesn't mean it tastes good.
Thoughts? Peanuts?
No, because the point of this is food, and food is supposed to be eaten unless you want the children in Africa to starve.
Well, if you haven't seen these pancake art videos, I highly recommend.
Your time is up. I would move on if I were you.
Go look up pancake art because they're hashtag amazing. Waffle art, on the other hand,
Are you
aside
stealing that
ma-
from Eliza Schlesinger?
No.
Yes, you are.
Waffle art.
Copyright. Eliza, get him.
Waffle art's not a thing aside from making a dopey face out of fruits and whipped cream.
Yes, and the dopey face looks exactly like yours.
Aw,
Dopey.
that's
Not
okay.
fun to look at.
I'll take that. Dopey's the best.
Dislike
dwarf.
it. No, he's not.
Who is?
Sleepy.
That's fitting. Reason
Also
number
grumpy
5.
and also Doc, because I'm all 3 of them put together.
And reason number 5 that pancakes are better than waffles. Pancakes are a family bonding experience.
So are waffles.
Now, a lot of this evidence comes from my own personal experience, so we can strike it from the record or whatever, but I'm still going to say it. As mentioned at the top of my argument, my grandma makes the best gosh dang pancakes, hotcakes, this side of the Mississippi, which I will add, we are in California, so that is a majority of the United States of America. I have fond memories.
obviously never been to Crackle Bill.
I have fond memories of getting up early on Saturday mornings to go out to my grandma's ranch and make a batch of delicious hotcakes for the family. Anyone who's seen a Hallmark family movie knows how endearing it is to see a little nugget of a kid cooking with his or her grandma.
You were not a little
Well-
nugget of a kid. You were a fat kid.
I was a chunkster. Well, guess what, Peanuts?
Oh, baby.
That was me growing up.
You chunks.
I was the adorable
like
chunky
Mommy.
child, adding vanilla extract, flour, and buttermilk to a large bowl, mixing it with a whisk, but not too much.
And then he shot his brains out because he's lactose.
I wasn't lactose until just a few years ago. And I also helped my
Why
grandma
are you
decide
touching me?
what shape pancake we should make with the last little bit of batter. That was me! And it was beautiful. So yeah, that's why pancakes are better.
I used to make pancakes with my family. I guess now you know why I hate them so much.
Oh,
Just kidding.
ouchie.
My dad and I used to put food coloring in it, and it always just would turn out gross colored.
Like how
Because you can't color pancakes.
Like
they just turn black.
like the Captain America cake I tried to make you. Turns out when you put blue or red dye into a cake and it cooks it to brown, it becomes reddish brown and bluish brown. Not the most appetizing.
Like I said, it's probably just because you're inept.
But it tasted good, and that's what mattered, right?
To quote your roommate, that looks like shit.
Oh, God. Looks like shit, tastes like deliciousness. So, fond memories of pancakes that I have with my grandma, particularly with the batter at the end, was always so fun.
And getting waffles in Central Park in London when I could actually be out in the world is so much more fun.
We both have good memories about our respective breakfast dishes. I would like to make a quick comment about how pancakes aren't portable. Most cases,
No.
I agree.
I refuse to hear your argument.
Maybe after an ad break?
No.
And we're back! So, want to hear what I have to say about pancakes being portable?
How many times do I have to say? I thought no meant no the first time, but apparently you got to say it like 8 times.
Yeah. You're right.
I'm on 3. No. That's 4. No. 5. No. 6. No. 7. All right, fine.
Oh, yay! Okay, so what I would do is I would take a pancake, lay it out, and my grandma's pancakes, we'd normally make them pretty thin. Lay it out, put syrup, powder sugar the shit out of that thing, and then lay a single strip of bacon across on one side and roll the piece of bacon up into the pancake, and then I'd have like a little pancake taquito. So good. And so portable.
Sounds like diabetes in a roll.
Well, yes, it does run in the family.
Well, when I was a kid, I wasn't allowed to eat fun things.
But now you're an adult.
And I don't get to eat fun things.
Because you're allergic to everything.
But when I was a kid, I didn't get to eat fun things.
Because you weren't allowed. Maybe that's why you're allergic to everything.
No,
that
you makes no sense.
Have exposure to it. Your body didn't get used to it when it was developing.
What?
Sound logic, right?
No.
No? Oh. Well, I'm sorry that you don't get to experience all the things. But you know who has gotten to experience all the things? Our experts from Expert Opinions. Expert Opinions.
You started to go Mario on us.
Kristin, you got any expert opinions for us? Cute.
Oh, I did, but you ruined them.
Sorry.
So instead, I have reviews from the Roscoe's House of Chicken and Waffles in Anaheim, California by Disneyland. This first review comes from Rosie S. She has 681 friends, 412 reviews, 1,264 photos, and is an elite 2020 member of Yelp.
Holy crap.
She gave Roscoe's House of Chicken and Waffles in Anaheim, California, 5 stars. This is only the second time I've been here. Going now during COVID did change things a bit in how you order and get seated, but it's just as delicious as I remember. You now wait in a line outside the restaurant until you're up next and ready to order. You need to scan the QR code to view the menu. Then you order and pay before you are taken to a table. And the patio seating is for to-go orders only. I had to go with chicken and waffles again. My favorite parts are the drumsticks. The number 18 comes with 2 chicken legs and a waffle. The Obama special is also good. 4 chicken wings and a waffle. And the syrup is the sweetest I've ever tasted. We came right after the lunch rush and before dinner, so there was no line for us. Any other time, though, you may wait a bit. End of review.
Rosie's on it. Did you look at any of the other reviews? Are they typically positive?
Oh, I have a whole spectrum.
But I mean from Rosie, because she's an elite 2020 Yelp member.
I don't have time to go through like 1,264 photos. She posted like 5 just for Roscoe's, and it was all the same thing.
Just of the meal?
Yeah, just
at
of the
different
Obama
angles?
special.
Well, Rosie is thorough, and I suppose I appreciate that. I appreciate that it's positive. I've actually eaten at this Roscoe's, and...
So have I.
Yes.
It didn't go well.
No?
I went in the middle of the day.
Oh.
Very busy.
I went at like 10 a.m. It was
I've also
manageable.
been to the one in Long Beach, and that one was way more fun.
Roscoe's
I
in
think
Long
it's
Beach.
bigger.
Yeah, and the ones in L.A.
I have never been to one in LA. I assume they're better.
Because everything in L.A. is better, except for living.
Just food-wise. Not like
Food and entertainment.
the actual being their part. Because, like, being there kind of sucked.
Yeah.
Anyway, Lisa T is another reviewer of Roscoe's House of Chicken and Waffles in Anaheim, California. Lisa T has 182 friends, 73 reviews, and 36 photos.
Okay.
She gave Roscoe's 3 stars. Had Roscoe's once in LB about 4 years ago. Had it again tonight in Anaheim. Don't understand the hype except that it gives you a straight sugar rush with that waffles and syrup. Chicken was dry, but at least you get a sugar rush that's high as the price. $, end of review.
Damn. Something salty and sweet.
I mean, at least they gave it 3 stars instead of like, all you're paying for is sugar. 1 star.
Fair enough.
All right. I've got another one from Vanny I. 268 friends, 61 reviews, 232 photos, 5 stars. So we checked in and they said about 25 to 30 minutes. So we took a walk. We got seated in the back corner. Way back. LOL, no big deal. Leslie took our order but didn't know what was in the potato salad. I wanted to know if it had mustard, which it did, but it took a long 36 minutes to get our food. And she never came back to check on us until she brought us the check. Food was good, no complaints. This is why I'm giving them 3 stars. Then we go to pay our bill. Well, not hi, how was your dinner? Or even a smile. Nothing, actually. She didn't greet us at all. Then she goes, leaving a tip? We nod, and then she goes, how much? And she still hasn't even looked up at us, 'cause I noticed her eyelash glue was clumpy. LOL. Yes, I did. She was super rude and honestly lacked any kind of customer service. We will probably come back once more and see what happens. Note. End of review. Note. She said, hence why we gave it 3 stars. But she gave it 5.
That was a 5-star review?
Yeah.
That's so positive, he said sarcastically.
How mean to...
What's the problem with the... Yeah. What's
comment
the problem
on
with
someone's
her
eyelash glue?
It's an odd... How do you see...
Well, yes, I did.
This... Who is this
I
by?
think she
Lisa?
was- No, Vanny.
Vanny.
I think she was trying to make a point of her not looking up at them because she was just staring at her eyelash glue.
That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
I was like, you've got eagle eyes, Vanny, if you're seeing that eyelash glue.
Still, don't be mean about someone's eyelash glue. Maybe they're just learning how to put on makeup. Like, relax.
I've never tried eyelash glue, and honestly, if I did, I'd probably be looking down a lot. Maybe.
Yeah, don't eat eyelash glue. I don't think it's...
Don't eat it?
You said I've never tried eyelash glue. Don't eat it.
That's true.
It's probably really bad for you to eat.
Amongst other things.
All right, now I have the bad reviews. This first one is from Vintage She.
But that one there wasn't a bad review.
No,
I mean,
it
it
was
was
a
5
5-star.
stars, but it wasn't that positive.
This one is from Vintage She. 65 friends, 92 reviews, 48 photos.
Okay.
1-star review. The food was terrible and not fresh. First off, they ran out of wings. Really? Wings? I ended up ordering a leg and thigh, both of which were old and not seasoned at all. I'm used to Roscoe's in LA. The food is always fresh there. Here the waffles tasted like they were made at 10 a.m. and sat under a warm heater all day. I also ordered red beans and rice. The beans were so dry, they looked like tiny rocks. I've never had beans with no bean juice. I called to get a refund. I'm done coming here. Y'all enjoy.
Did they get waffles or just wings?
The waffles tasted like they were made.
I wouldn't get beans with waffles is why I was a little weirded out.
They ran out of wings, so she had to get a leg and a thigh.
Thank you for reiterating. I'm sorry, I just can't retain information the moment it's told to me.
It was also like right in front of your face.
I know, but I'm trying not to read. I'm trying to listen. I'm trying to exercise my listening skills.
Maybe
and
that's why you
make
can't
those
hear
ear
me.
holes more functional than
Now
my
I know why you can't
mouth
hear
hole.
me.
There we go. Beanie is out of the ears, so maybe I'll be
Just
a little
give
bit
it
better.
a nice swab.
Yeah, I need some Q-tips. Maybe like the Q-tip that they shoved up my nose to poke my brain today. That'll clear out my ears.
I love when you
Go on tangents
that have nothing to do with anything.
and that are not interesting at all. Don't listen to me talk, guys.
Manny D wrote 2 reviews, one like original and one update. Manny D has 1 friend, 26 reviews, and 16 photos.
Mm-hmm.
In 2017, Manny gave Roscoe's 2 stars. They said, I'll give it a 2 out of 5 cause the waffle's good and the chicken was good too. Customer service sucks. They gave me mac and cheese with no mac noodles, so LOL, just cheese and whatever else they put in it. I asked the server to take it back. She did and brought back the same thing. We ain't eat that mac and cheese, or the biscuit and gravy.
I feel so educated by that review.
I was missing a lot of punctuation. But in 2020, Manny came back and gave them 1 star. And they said, man, I know it's a pandemic and all, but that shouldn't be a excuse to serve bad food. It'll just go to Long Beach. I tried to give this spot another chance and the food horrible. The service was horrible. The waffle wasn't even brown. It was off-white like they didn't cook it long enough. This got to be new owners.
That started off better. I was like, hey, okay, 3 years later.
You know, though,
And then
like, you know when someone, like, doesn't leave the waffle in long enough and it's just, like, not crispy. And you're like, what are you doing? Like, how did you fuck up a waffle?
I've also
So
put
easy.
not enough batter into a waffle maker, so it's just a lot of open crevices of uncooked dough. It's just, yeah.
Again,
Be better than
I
me.
point to the ineptitude of my partner here.
I'm going to take it over to Yelp and talk about some pancake houses.
The ones that also serve waffles.
Yeah, those ones. So the closest IHOP to the courtroom, I looked up their reviews on Yelp, and this IHOP's overall rating is a solid 2.5 stars out of 5. Wouldn't change a thing.
Fair.
Oh, it's so good.
It's an IHOP.
Are IHOPs generally
IHOPs and Denny's
low rated?
attract the worst type of Yelpers.
Oh, yeah? Because everybody has high expectations for
Because they get a whole
chain?
bunch of, like, Karens who are like, let's go to the IHOP. It's Sunday. Gotta go after church, you know? And then they're also the ones who will take to Yelp after, like, one thing goes wrong because they're Karens.
Well, our first Karen's name is actually Richard B. And
What's up, Dad?
Richard B. left a review on April 10th,
Oh, he
2010.
That's not my dad. He didn't know what a smartphone was in 2010.
Richard B. gives this IHOP 1 star. I do not know what is going on with this place. I've repeatedly had a bad time with this place. In
Kinda
the
sounds like
past,
my dad.
in the past, I've had sticky seats more than once, cold food, order instruction mistakes, and orders delivered over a 15-minute period. Today was the final straw.
What does that mean? Orders delivered over a 15-minute period. Like things came
Like,
at different times.
Richard B. is impatient as fuck.
That he is.
Went in, no one working the reception. I see employees come out of the back going on break. They see us, but do they tell anyone working? Nope. After 5 minutes, I go to the back. Sounds like a party back there. And the cook sees me and hollers for someone. Kid comes out and tells me he can't seat me, but we'll need to wait 10 minutes for service. At least he was upfront about it. We left. Even though this is the closest to me, I am going to take my business elsewhere. I have generally liked IHOP and have been going to this one since it opened. But either something has gone wrong here, or I am catching these people at their worst every time.
You know what, Richard? I think you just attract the worst in every... I'm sorry. You seem like you attract the worst.
He was there for 20 minutes. Tops.
I will say, I have left places for waiting less than like 20 minutes, but I've like made eye contact with someone and they just like kept walking, and I was like, oh, you don't want me here. Okay, bye.
Look at me.
But I didn't like write about it on Yelp. I was just like, oh, okay, bye.
Yeah, you get over it.
I've been rejected.
You go somewhere else, you buy more food, then you're happy when you eat food. It's not that hard. You don't need to go onto Yelp. That's the point we're trying to get at.
You don't understand what it's like to be a Karen.
You have to tell someone you're mad.
You have to speak to the manager.
Well, Chris B., another B
Hey,
last name.
I have an uncle named Chris B.
Maybe this was your uncle and your dad giving reviews.
God, I hope not.
But Chris B. left a review 8 years after Richard did in 2018, giving 2 stars, saying, not sure there's a ton to say. Not sure a lot of people read IHOP reviews, cause you know what you're gonna get. Except, when did IHOP become ridiculously overpriced? $11.50 for biscuits and gravy? What is this, the Chili's of breakfast? I always thought of IHOP as Denny's twin brother, but a little more respectable. Maybe Applebee's much younger sibling, who is a bit of an early bird. $12.99 for hash browns, eggs, 2 slices of bacon, and a piece of toast? Every cafe in the world serves that for $8 to $9. $44 for 2 kids' meals and 2 adult breakfasts. Yeah, I'm going back to the original Pancake House where it's half the price and double the goodness.
You know what? For 4 people, $44 doesn't sound that bad.
It's $11 a meal.
Yeah,
That's so good.
Have you been to the Cracker Barrel, Crispy? Like, that's
and this is only 2 years ago.
$20 a plate.
It's bananas. Crispy. I like that he name dropped literally every other. He name dropped Chili's. He name dropped Denny's. He name dropped Applebee's.
I got it. The Chili's of breakfast.
The Chili's of breakfast.
LOL.
I'll appreciate the writing, but it's too much. Just don't write a review.
You don't understand what it's like to be a Karen.
I just don't get it. You're right.
I have to talk to the manager.
Well, Chris B went to Original Pancake House, and it just so happens that there is an Original Pancake House just up the street from the IHOP, those IHOP reviews, with an overall rating of 3.5 out of 5 stars. So let's see if it lives up to Chris B's expectations, shall we?
Sure.
We get another review coming in from James D. James D gave it 1 star.
What is with all the men leaving 1-star reviews?
Yeah, they angry. They're Karons. Sorry.
You know what's embarrassing?
Laughing at your own jokes.
When you crack yourself up. And then you know what's more embarrassing? Dating someone who cracks themselves up.
Yeah, I'm an embarrassment to you constantly. But you love me for it, right?
Yeah, that's why.
Uh-huh. Well, James D gave the Original House of Pancakes 1 star, saying, "Don't bother. If you like this chain, go to the one on Lincoln, as it is really good. This one, quite simply, is not. Not the coffee, not the pancakes, and certainly not the eggs."
I'll vouch. The one on Lincoln is pretty good.
You've had it?
Yeah. It's always popping.
That one's closer to Disneyland.
It'll take a lot longer for you to get seated at the one on Lincoln, but...
Oh, wait. Yeah, I've eaten there, actually.
I waited
It's all
an
coming back
hour
to me.
for a table.
Yeah, me too.
I was like, that's fine.
But it tasted great.
It was amazing.
So if you got a morning, all of a morning.
Hot chocolate was good.
Basically what we're saying is we give the Original Pancakes House 5 stars.
I'll give pretty much anywhere 5 stars. I'm not too
We
much
ain't
of a
picky.
Karen.
We have another review for this Original Pancakes House coming in from George A. Yes, I said it on purpose. He gives it 1 star. He gives it 1 star, saying, "This has to be the worst place I've eaten breakfast at in a while. Cooks in the back suck.
Whoa!
Pancake House? More like Bland Cake House. Do not come here, sorry. Oh, do not come here. Sorry, I'm mad. They ruined my breakfast. Ha ha ha." Well, one person found this useful. 2 people found it funny. I was one of them. And 1 person found it cool.
Why would you give them the funny?
Because Bland Cake House?
That's not funny.
It's funny how pathetic it is.
Oh God, I'm judging you so bad.
Sorry. Here I am judging people for giving 1 stars because it's a waste of time. Meanwhile, I wasted my time tapping the funny reaction.
You did.
Throwing it back to you, Kristin. What you got?
No, it flows so much better if you just keep reading yours.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and give IHOP one more chance, shall we? We have a review for IHOP coming in from Rachel T, who gave it 4 stars last August.
Before the world shut down. What a time.
Redemption! I was not a fan of IHOP for many years because of the bad service and the pricing. I kind of boycotted them. LOL. Fast forward 3 years, and now we are a fan of it. One day, my sister wanted to give them a try, and I was kind of taken back at first. LOL. I thought she was kidding. The first 2 times she went, I didn't try anything, but after she came back home saying how solid their food was, I figure I would give it another chance. I'm glad I did, because the food is solid.
I'm glad it's not liquid.
I got the crepe combo, and the crepes are delicious. They are so light, and the texture is so good. I like my crepes with the powdered sugar and butter with a little bit of syrup. Also, the way they package your to-go orders is so smart. They put your crepe pancake waffle in a tray in between your hash browns and meat. Nothing is soggy and touching, LOL. My only gripe is that there is only 1 server working. They make her do everything. greet people, seat them, take their order, ring them up, and handle takeout orders. It is so unfair, and I wish management would put more employees on the floor. Other than that, I'm a fan, and redemption has been made. Smiley face. I'm just glad they didn't put her in the kitchen. This poor server girl who's doing literally everything.
What time did you go?
Maybe like...
Because if you go at like super late at night, that's going to happen no matter where you are.
It was a summer night. Everybody's getting pancakes.
This next one's going to suck. All right. I went to the land of the Reddit.
Oh, the beautiful land of Reddit.
And under r/unpopular opinion, I found waffles are better than pancakes. This is very highly debated amongst my peers and me. Which is better, waffles or pancakes? We argue about this a lot, and I still stand by my opinion. Waffles are better. I'm curious to know if it's just unpopular within my friend group, or if this is something that most people don't agree with.
I like that you say "im" every time there's not an apostrophe.
It's im.
Oh.
I've been asked a lot to add on to this. So, 1. Most waffles won't absorb their setup like pancakes will, helping it keep its firm position. Pancakes, however, absorb it, making them rather soggy. 2. They have abs. Waffles have little abs to hold our whipped cream. Your syrup, butter. What? To hold our whipped cream, your syrup, butter, etc. However, pancakes don't. And the toppings fall off, or get absorbed and lose the taste. There are so many tips of waffles. God. Flat, thick, crunchy, soft, Belgian, you name it. 4. Waffles are easier to make. Whip up the batter and throw it in your waffles maker. Let it sit there for a bit, and then bam, you got a waffle. Pancakes require you to make the batter, try and space it out evenly, wait for one side to cook, flip it over, then wait for that one. I'd like to point out that this is just my opinion, and I have nothing against pancake lovers. Excuse my typos.
There were so many. You should have just used that as your argument, because it was beautiful.
This last sentence was like perfectly fine, but
except for have being misspelled. Why? Okay.
Have.
You can't excuse my typos when you're typing it out. You could proofread, and it's an edit. So they went back to add more. Why didn't they?
He probably just didn't have time.
There are replies to this?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
At Temporary Cows says, French toast is superior to all.
Happy French Toast Day.
At Imagine Being Normal. These usernames are prime, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Not quite Mr. Diddleman, but
Temporary Cows and Imagine Being Normal. Can't. Imagine Being Normal says, crepes and French toast are the superior of each. To which I reply, what do you mean of each? Because crepes go to pancakes, but French toast and waffles are not the same thing.
French toast is its own
They're not
thing.
even related.
If we had a third person, this would have been a pancakes versus French toast versus waffles debate.
I'm annoyed with you. Imagine Being Normal. At Deleted said, the average waffle is better than the average pancake, but the best pancakes are miles better than the best waffles. And Jordan by Toto.
Okay. Yeah.
Jordan by Toto responds, I think it's the opposite. Pancakes are way harder to mess up than waffles, so that makes the average pancake better than the average waffle. But in Moo opinion, waffles are king.
In Moo opinion.
That's what it says.
I know.
Maybe it says just, in my opinion.
It's got me. In my opinion.
And at Proboscideus says, Belgium wants to know your location.
I don't want Belgium to know my location if it's going to be that upfront about it.
And those were the best comments on that thread. But also on Reddit under r/unpopular opinion.
Oh, there's more!
I found waffles are superior to pancakes in every way.
Okay.
Frankly,
Tell
I
me
don't...
more. I interrupted you again. Kill me.
You want to go back in the corner?
No, I'll be quiet.
Frankly, I don't know if this is unpopular or not, but waffles are so much freaking better than pancakes, and it's not even close. Pancakes are flat little bastards who can't even hold syrup. Waffles have built-in pockets to hold the good The good And have you heard of toaster pancakes? No, well, actually, yes.
That's a thing.
No, because they don't want to be convenient for you. Waffles know you're busy, and they're like, hey, bud, eat me after a minute in the toaster. I got you. And does anyone really enjoy going to IHOP? No, I don't. It's overpriced, and my experience is never consistent. Waffle House, on the other hand, is cheap, 24 hours, and no matter if I'm in the rich suburbs, the ghetto, or in a beach town, it has the same consistency everywhere. Honestly, I can only think of one place where pancakes are good, and that's McDonald's.
No,
and they're not
what?
even called pancakes, they're called hotcakes, because they don't want to be associated with trash pancakes. And my final point, other forms of waffles are dope. Waffle cones are first to come to mind. They don't have pancake cones because pancakes are floppy and sloppy just like your ex. Waffles even inspire one of the other good foods in America, French fries, into evolving into a superior potato food, waffle fries. Oh, and I know I said this was my final point, but I thought of one more. I can't think of an insult involving waffles except for the corny dad joke of Waffle House being called awful waffle, but no one ever means it. But if you want to be a misogynistic douchebag to a girl, you can call her a pancake. Bruh, not cool. If someone called me a waffle, I'd be dope with that and wonder what are they smoking. But if someone calls someone a pancake or a pancake ass or chest, it's not cool. Waffles will never hurt you. TLDR, what is that?
Too long didn't read.
Too long didn't read.
This is the summary.
Pancakes are trash emoji, and waffles are the greatest breakfast food of all time, except for bacon, of course. Edit 1.
Oh my god, it keeps going? Holy shit.
Edit 1. Okay, so the waffle gang is fighting the pancake posse. However, I will say this so people understand my reasonings. Waffle House waffles are A tier, whereas your Eggo brand waffles are a solid C+. Both of these are perfectly fine and still light years ahead of that filthy pancake lust I see in the comments. However, the best waffles I've ever had in my entire life are found at a local diner in Columbus, Ohio called Tommy's Diner. By far the best waffles I've ever had.
So we're going to Tommy's?
I don't want to go to Ohio. It's so far away.
Yeah.
Now that I've gotten through all of that.
They had a lot to say. I liked how they wrote it. It was beautiful.
He's right. Pancake is an insult.
Wouldn't change a thing.
Fuck you guys.
That's a bummer. I mean, I said with the right
Floppy
tone,
and sloppy like your ex
dude.
is my favorite.
But said with the right tone, I think you could convey an insult like, you waffle.
No.
How dare you waffle.
No. Also, doesn't waffle mean to like flip-flop on the sides? Like
Yeah, being kind of like wishy-washy.
It's still not an insult. You would have to call someone like a politician for that to be an insult.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. Waffle is not an insult. Pancake is, which is rude.
Moral of story, I like this user and their writing skills.
Okay. At Toss Out Not a Helper responded,
Okay.
Nah, man. Waffles are finicky. Waffles are difficult to please. Pop an Eggo in the toaster and you put it on a plate. What's the first thing you do? Bring in butter. Chance of even coverage? Close to 0. You're going to end up with a few dry holes and a bunch of greasy butter puddles. And what are you going to do with the syrup? Painstakingly pour it over every little divot? I don't think so. Same deal. And don't get me started if you try to cut it. If you haven't absolutely soaked this crispy slut in your Whole Foods grade A Vermont maple $$ IRUP, there's half a chance that half of it will fly the fuck off your plate. And come on, we know you're going to eat Eggos only because who the fuck buys a kitchen tool that can only do one thing? Me, that's who.
Oh, never mind.
It doesn't even only do one thing because I've seen like YouTube videos of them putting grilled cheese in waffle irons and making like
I've seen somebody make a waffle pizza.
Yeah.
I could go for that.
So I was once deceived by these smooshed batter teases, and let me tell you, that waffle maker took forever to heat and was impossible to clean. Again, I point to ineptitude. Come on. Like, you have to plug it in and then it turns on. And you have to spray it in pan, but like, what kind of... Okay, I digress. And it was constantly destroying waffles. Again, just fix your brain. You needed that perfect moment, a second too long, and you're going to burn that shit. Not long enough, and it'll stick and split itself in half. Talk about drama. Pancakes are chill. You don't need a special tool. Everybody's got a frying pan. that you hit people with, not that you cook with. Pancakes are flexible. You can make them thin, you can make them thick, you can make pretty designs while they're cooking if you're artsy, and if you need more butter or syrup, just pour it, just spread it. It will absorb into the soft pancakey goodness. Won't just sit there doing nothing in a hole.
The waffle hole.
Oh, the syrup.
The waffle abs.
Waffles are basically a tiny egg carton you poured butter and syrup into and decided to eat for some reason. Not fit for human consumption. USELLESS.
Useless.
I have no respect for this review.
At least it had minimal typos.
I need to know who goes to Whole Foods to grade A Vermont maple $$ your IRUP.
I mean, if I were going to look for a place to get grade A Vermont maple $$ IRUP,
it would be Vermont.
It would be Whole Foods.
Vermont.
In Vermont. Or maybe I'd go to Columbus, Ohio and see if Tommy's has any.
No, thank you.
No? Is that it? That was good.
The homie seems very uncoordinated.
Who?
This person who can't figure out how to spread butter or pour syrup or use a waffle iron. I have not high hopes for this world.
What about their writing? It's a masterpiece. Both of these, in my opinion. They both have entertainment value.
The first one
easily.
was way funnier because floppy and sloppy like your ex is the best thing I've read on this show.
Killer. But smushed batter teases?
No.
Not feeling it?
No.
Okay, well, I'm just trying to vouch for pancakes anywhere I can.
Pancakes suck.
Waffles suck.
You don't believe that?
No, I like both. What? You think I can't like both?
I would respect you more if you picked one.
Because of the fond memories that I have with my grandma, I'm still going to have to go with pancakes.
Weak sauce.
And particularly my grandma's pancake recipe, which I recognize is not substitutable for vegan or alternate options. It's definitely not something that you could digest, but they're so tasty.
I'm sure I could digest it. It would just kill me.
You would die before you could digest it. So much buttermilk, but so good. That's that. That's it. That's what we got.
You never told me about Tyler's opinion on this.
Oh, yeah, he likes pancakes better.
Gross.
He's a pancake boy.
Yes, character flaw.
Well, that concludes our second great breakfast debate, everyone.
And I won both of them. They are not pastries, for the love of God.
It was just alliterative. I was trying to be
So which breakfast
writer.
pastry do you prefer? That is not a pastry.
Excuse me. Well, which breakfast item do you guys prefer? And who do you think won this argument?
Don't.
Let us know on social media.
He doesn't need. No one needs to agree with him. He knows he's wrong.
Yeah, you don't need to brush my ego. Unless you truly believe it, then definitely do.
Even then, don't. He's a dude. He doesn't need an ego stroke. They get enough of that.
But you could also tell Kristin that she's right.
Don't do that either.
And where you're going to do that is at CoPOPod on Facebook, Instagram,
they know
or Twitter.
how to spell CoPOPod.
CoPOPod. Or if there's anything you think we missed in our arguments, you can email us you can email us your updates, corrections, and any additional debate points to CoPOPod@gmail.com.
For the love of Jesus
CoPOPod@gmail.com. Just be sure to put Court of Appeals in the subject line. Please send us emails, you guys. We want to hear from you. And you can also suggest future argument topics by sending us an email with debate about it in the subject line. We haven't received any new Court of Appeals, so we're just going to jump on past that and talk about what we're going to argue next week.
Next week, we're going back to Disneyland. No, not for real. Because COVID. Going to theme parks is a bad idea, but we're going to bring Disney back to the courtroom. We've debated the American Disney parks, but next week we're traveling to far away lands to regale you with an argument between two international Disney theme parks, and you can find out which two next Saturday.
Teaser!
So, tune in next Saturday to see me kick Austin's butt again. Thank you so much for listening to The Court of Public Opinion, a Loaded Dice production.
You can also follow our travel Instagram at Double Down Adventures on Instagram, where you can find more of Kristin and I.
_Adventures.
Oh, excuse me.
Don't go to Double Down Adventures. That's not me.
Double Down _ don't forget the _ adventures, where you can find more of Kristin and I going out into the wilderness and braving the elements with our pupper, God herself, Mollie-Christo.
If you like the podcast, please leave us a 5-star rating on Apple or Google Podcasts. And if you have 30 seconds to spare, go ahead and write a review as well. That'll really help us grow the podcast.
And if you can't get enough of the Court of Public Opinion, you can support the court or join the jury on patreon.com/CoPOPod, where you'll get access to episodes a day early, bonus content, and more.
No way, Austin. And who do we have to thank this week for supporting the court?
Well, we've got the one,
The only,
the Frankie Kerstetter as our head juror. It's officially been a week more than a quarter of a year, and we're just going to celebrate every moment of every day that you're supporting us because we appreciate it so much, honestly. We're going to keep bringing you the best content that we can. So lastly, we have to give our thanks to Nathen Ruiz
for designing the Court of Public Opinion podcast logo,
AJ Curtin
for writing, recording, and producing our theme music,
and Gerard Marquez
for being the voice of our bailiff at the beginning of every episode.
Catch you guys next Saturday for Disneyland
Versus Disneyland. And
in
you don't get
foreign
to know
lands.
which ones they are.
Have a great week, Peanuts. Court is adjourned.
Bring in the dancing lobsters. Bring in the dancing Mollie.
Big